The first total eclipse over New York in 99 years will be visible today. It's a sight not to be missed. Should you skip this one? The next total solar eclipse that can be seen in the United States will be in 2044, visible in North Dakota and Montana, and 2045, crossing from California to Florida in addition to New York. The eclipse will travel through 11 other states. 2 others, Tennessee and Michigan, will see small parts of it. The shadow will be traveling at an average of about 2,300 miles per hour across New York State and will only take about 10 minutes from one side of state to the other, said Dan Schneiderman of Rochester Museum and Science Center. Across North America, notable cities in the path of totality include Mazatlan and Torreon, Mexico, San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, Buffalo and Rochester, New York, Burlington, Vermont, and most of Montreal, Canada. The Hudson Valley will not be in the path of totality, but will see between 88 and 99% coverage. Starting at 2:11 p.m. April 8 in Westchester County, the moon will begin to appear to move in front of the sun. Maximum coverage begins at 3:25 p.m. By 4:36 p.m., the moon will have moved past the sun, returning the light to normal. The moon will line up perfectly between the Earth and the sun, blotting out the sunlight. It will take just a couple hours for the moon's shadow to slice a diagonal line from the southwest to the northeast across North America, briefly plunging communities along the track into darkness. Among the cities smack dab in the action: Dallas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Ohio, Rochester, Buffalo, New York, and Montreal, making for the continent's biggest eclipse crowd. But practically everyone on the continent can catch at least a partial eclipse. The farther from the path of totality, the smaller the moon's bite will be out of the sun. Do not look at the sun directly during the eclipse. Sunglasses will not protect your eyes. Only use International Organization for Standardization, ISO 12312-2 certified eclipse glasses or handheld solar viewers from a trusted source. The American Astronomical Society states on its website, always inspect your solar filter before use. If scratched, punctured, torn, or otherwise damaged, discard it. Read and follow any instructions printed on or packaged with the filter. Always supervise children using solar filters. If you normally wear eyeglasses, keep them on. Put your eclipse glasses on over them, or hold your handheld viewer in front of them. Stand still and cover your eyes with your eclipse glasses or solar viewer before looking up at the bright sun. After looking at the sun, turn away and remove your filter. Do not remove it while looking at the sun. Do not look at the uneclipsed or partially eclipsed sun through an unfiltered camera, telescope, binoculars, or other optical device. Similarly, do not look at the sun through an unfiltered camera, telescope, binoculars, or any other optical device while using your eclipse glasses or handheld solar viewer in front of your eyes. The concentrated solar rays could damage the filter and enter your eyes, causing serious injury. Seek expert advice from an astronomer before using a solar filter with a camera, telescope, binoculars, or any other optical device. Note that solar filters must be attached to the front of any telescope, binoculars, camera lens, or other optics. If you are inside the path of totality, remove your solar filter only when the moon completely covers the sun's bright face and it suddenly gets quite dark. Experience totality then as soon as the bright sun begins to reappear. Replace your solar viewer to look at the remaining partial phases. Note that this applies only to viewing without optical aid, other than ordinary eyeglasses. Different rules apply when viewing or imaging the sun through camera lenses, binoculars, or telescopes. Consult an expert astronomer before using a solar filter with any type of magnifying optics. Outside the path of totality and throughout a partial solar eclipse, there is no time when it is safe to look directly at the sun without using a special purpose solar filter that complies with the transmittance requirements of the ISO 12312-2 international standard. One can also indirectly view the eclipse through a pinhole projector, where one views a projected image through a small opening made in an index card or a piece of cardboard paper. Need to know how to make one? The Jet Propulsion Laboratory has instructions